Hello. Heavy, heavy, heavy. There you go, holy shit! What did you think about that? Decapitated, nevermore, influenced into one. Holy shit. Also made me sweat a little bit. That was an intense intro. Hello. Even Pix is like mildly impressed by my intro. Everyone, welcome to Sunday with Ola 138. Holy shit, guys. 138? That's one more than 137. New guitar today. Look at this. We have the SWOLA A2.7G and Cannibalismo Plus. So it has a Dunker Solar Plus in it. That's why it sounded so brutal, man. It's our new brutal pickup. Holy shit. Dude, what? Green Cannibalismo? That's pretty sick, right? Right. Dude, I'm feeling it's getting really hot in the office right now. You know, summer's happening out there and we don't have, you know, AC in the office. We only have like regular fucking fans, you know, on the ceiling and shit. So yeah, it's starting to get really sweaty. And I've actually thought a little bit about what to do during this summer that's coming up. You know, summer in Sweden, the kids have vacation for like 36 months, it feels like. No, but they have like 2.5 months vacation. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, obviously I'm gonna have vacation with my kids, but I'm kind of, you know, thinking a little bit about how how I will do the Sunday with Olas, because the Sunday with Olas are weekly and they're a little bit stressful and all that. So I might take a break from Sunday with Ola, you know, have a month of vacation or something in July. How about that? And maybe I'll have something else on the Sundays by then, you know? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Together, guys. Awesome. Remember the raffle and the latest Sunday with Ola? Yes, it went great. It made the chat explode. Let's do it again. Exclamation mark, raffle. Let's go. T-shirt giveaway today. Put it in the chat, not in the comments. If you're writing it in the comments after the SWOLA was premiered, you're too late, okay? Just do it in the chat. Okay, thank you. Also, I don't know what it is, but why can't you drink like warm coffee when you're warm? Huh? You know why? Because it actually gives a cooling effect of the body if you drink, you know, hot substances while it's hot outside, you know? It makes the body adapt. And then, I was, you know, talking out of my ass. Yes, then news. All right, has Zakk Wylde's signature guitar brand spec'd up its most brutal electric guitar design yet? Meet the Thoraxe, the Thoraxe. It's 4-axe. It's 4 and then axe, basically. Very Viking. When you need to get all wild up on stage and dude, that's just peak journalism and, you know, writing right there. When you need to get all wild up on stage and chop the audience head off with a big old grizzly bear riff, when you need to cut through the mix, reach for the Thoraxe. Okay, look at this. You know what? I actually kind of dig this shape a little bit. It's definitely different. Wylde Audio has officially launched the Thoraxe, and it might be one of the most metal guitars to have come out of Zakk Wylde electric guitar brand yet. In fact, it might be one of the most metal designs we've seen this year, one that's named for a part of your anatomy, and yet it's shaped like it's made for dissembling your enemy's anatomy. I read that wrong. And look how fucking deep that bolt-on neck is going right there. Holy shit. Look at that. It's so, like the thickness right there. It's incredible. It might be extreme, but I like it because it's a little bit different, you know? Look at that. Holy shit. There it goes. That's like one of the biggest heels I've ever seen. You know what this reminds me of? These TikTok dances where they do like this. Right? It looks like this. Or something. I think they're cool. Anyways, Tom Morello is raging against the machine by collaborating with Neural DSP to create a new signature plugin called Tom Morello. Shit. It's Archetype Tom Morello. Okay, it makes sense. That's his name. Tom Morello crams the iconic pedalboard and long-serving Marshall JCM amp into your computer, but doesn't nail those trademark whammy tones? For a guitarist who has barely changed his rig in over 3 decades and insists gear doesn't matter, Tom Morello has sure gone heavy on the signature gear in the past 3 years, now following Defender Soul Power Stratocaster, Dunlop Tom Morello Crybaby, and the MXR Power 50 Overdrive comes, of all things, a signature Neural DSP Archetype plugin. I mean, I think the video is really cool. There's just something really non-sexy with, you know, a computer screen and a plug-in in this. I mean, this guy's making like this cool art and graffiti, and, you know, Tom Morello's rocking out. I mean, it would look a lot cooler to have like a full stack of amplifier. Now he's just playing into a computer, and it's like a little... Shit, what was that? There's absolutely no denying Tom Morello's importance, and you know, I actually love Rage Against the Machine. I actually went to the Evil Empire tour back in, when was this? 1996, and what's amazing, I stumbled upon Rabia's video of this, and he basically wrote the best Rage Against the Machine song I've ever heard, I think, instrumental. Check this out. Oh, holy shit. That's so fucking disgusting. Can we all agree that Rabia is a fucking gem on YouTube? Thank you. Anyways, the Tom Morello plugin, it's called Tom Morello plugin. Can't wait to try it out. Fender honors Mötley Crüe shredder John 5 with signature Telecaster. I mean, now he's a Mötley Crüe man. It's time to make a signature Telecaster because Mötley Crüe is a name. No, John 5 is incredible, okay? Let me see, I want to see a picture. That's the smallest picture with the shittiest quality. Okay. White fretboard. Yellow. That's not yellow. That's red pickups right there. You have a red nut. Red washers. Okay, that's pretty cool. On the, you know, the tuning heads right there. Yeah, man, I guess that's cool. It's very white. I like the case though. Look at that. That's probably one of the few instances where I really like red, you know, inside a white case because it goes together with the guitar completely. So that's pretty cool. $3,000. DeMarcio deactivator humbuckers. Great. Okay, let's go. Next news. Straight from the Path's drummer is sick of bands using pre-recorded kick drum tracks live. Putting all of the kick drum on a backing track is like having a football team with one player who is secretly an android. Dude, he's just as sweaty as me right now. Holy shit, it's really hot in the world. Craig Reynolds of Straight From The Path, he has a great YouTube channel now, just saying. Or is it like a podcast YouTube maybe? He's calling out bands while he's not calling them out by name for using full-blown kick drum tracks live. As in, you know, having it on a computer, and those are the kicks that you hear live. It's not the actual drummer playing the kicks, you know? This is a wild accusation, but I have an own experience in this actually. I'm not gonna name which band, but around 2003 or 4, I went to a concert with a very big black metal band, or like a mainstream black metal band, I would say. They're huge, basically. Before they played, they were, you know, sound checking and line checking guitars and shit like that, and suddenly I heard a bunch of kicks, like, and it just kept on for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what the f is this? There's no one at the drum kit right now. And then I figured, like, I heard what song it was, and I was like, oh shit. That's probably an instance where they were using a track of kick drums live. Nowadays, a lot of drummers play with a click or to a, you know, a backing track just to have, you know, just to be tight, and it's good if people have, you know, synths and shit on MIDI or, you know, on computers. Everything lines up if you play with a click, okay? And that's understandable. I don't fault bands for using a click live. Some music is so technical, you need to have that constant right there. No fault in that, but when you put in a kick drum, then it's not being played live. Then it's not, you know, you lose everything that it's live. The most annoying part of this whole thing has been people using the term triggers for this. Triggering is absolutely fine. The triggering is when you trigger a bass drum with a trig microphone, and then you can connect that to a drum sampler, and you know, instead of having a mic'd up kick drum, you have a trigger sample, which is fine because, you know, when you play the drum, that triggers the sample. You know, that's still being played live. And if anything, it makes your mistakes far more noticeable. Yes, because, you know, trigger samples are very accurate and, you know, there's no room for mistakes, basically. Completely pretending to play one of your drums while it does complex patterns, not cool. Right there, from the horse's mouth. And it begs me to wonder how many bands are actually doing this. I mean, I know that the bands that I am in, you know, The Haunted, we're absolutely not doing this. You know, a lot of the songs we don't play with a click. We just go and, you know, whatever happens, you know, throughout the show. The thing is that then nothing can fail other than, you know, ourselves making mistakes. If you have other things involved, you know, like computers and shit, and if that fails, that sucks. But if you're a band, I mean, if you practice together and play as a band together, you know how to fix mistakes. If there's a mistake, you kind of like, oh, you just pick it back up again. It's really hard when a computer fails. Do you have to start over the song? And, you know, if I knew before I saw a show that a certain band was using drum kick tracks before I saw the show, I would probably feel a little bit disappointed because I'm going there to watch the band, you know. But at the same time, if I had absolutely no idea if the bands were doing this, would I care if the experience is good? I don't know. I think that live things should be live. Okay? That's the only thing we have left that's, you know, uncontrolled, because in the recording studio, everyone's fixing everything. I mean, I do it myself. But live, that's where it's, you know, that's where everything is supposed to be live. That's all we have left, guys. All right, I feel that I need to include picks in this. People went fucking rabid last week when there was nothing with picks. How about that? You guys are insane. Hey, Pixie. Can we come up? Are we gonna watch Ozzy Osbourne's house together? No? Oh, you remember when she got bit? Look at it. It's healing pretty good. Look at it right there. Hello? Oh, you're such a sweet dog. Ozzy Osbourne. He's selling his house in Hollywood. You know, he said he was moving back to UK. Ozzy Osbourne and his family has left America, meaning that you can buy his Hollywood condo. Well, as long as you got a cool $4.8 million sitting around. The condo is a part of Sierra Towers building in West Hollywood, California, and it's roughly 2,300 square feet. I don't know how much that is. That's basically like the moon right there. Look at that. That actually looks kind of neat. Oh, the kitchen? I mean, that looks like a solid IKEA kitchen, to be honest. Not too much. I don't think that this was his main stay, was it? I mean, this looks expensive, yes, but I mean, that IKEA kitchen looked... yeah, this is expensive. Holy shit, that is... Yeah. Oh, okay, and that view is expensive, too. And they have fucking clouds in the ceiling. How about that? But yeah, this IKEA kitchen is... I mean, it's nice. But it doesn't look like, you know, something Ozzy Osbourne would have. Ozzy's comments in regards of why he's moving. Everything's fucking ridiculous here. I fed up with people getting killed every day. God knows how many people have been shot in school shootings, and it was that mass shooting in Vegas at that concert. It's fucking crazy. And I don't want to die in America. I don't want to be buried in fucking Forest Lawn. I'm English. I want to be back. But saying that, if my wife said we got to go and live in Timbuktu, I'll go. All right, but I understand it. I mean, Ozzy is old and he's having problems with his health. Obviously, you know, you will want to move back to your home, basically, you know, home country. That's what I think, at least. Finally, Crabcore has been added to Destiny 2. So, you know, I've been playing Fortnite a lot lately. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, Fortnite is pretty fun. You know, I'm having fun with my members, you know, playing in the Discord server and all that. It's a lot of fun. I've also, you know, gotten a couple of really cool emotes. There's one with like there's a Dimebag guitar. There's basically a ripoff of the Dean from Hell right there, and a guy ripping on it. That's an emote. And then there's the Metallica emote, and you know, the metal is entering the premises, I would say. And it's doing that in Destiny 2 as well, because they added a Crabcore emote. Okay, let's watch. All right. Is that Attack? I remember when this video came out. It was, how long ago? It's an old video. 12 years ago. Give me the crab, baby. There it is. Crabbing away. How low can you go? Holy shit. These guys, they invented the crab. Oh, there it is. Here's the crab chord. Isn't this weird? You listen to this and and then you go here. What? All right, last but not least, we're gonna watch Till Lindemann of Rammstein fall off a stage. Falling off a stage is not a laughing matter, you guys, okay? Don't laugh at this. So we're gonna not laugh at this clip. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Oh, oh my god, I hope he's okay. He just disappears. Not laughing, okay, let's there's the...
Thank you very much. Dankeschön.
Dead news, everyone. Oh, I have you, baby. Don't worry. No. I can't believe it. I think I've heard the best Metallica song in a very, very long time. It's from their new album. No, it's not from their new album. It's from EVILE. EVILE released the best Metallica song I've heard in years. It's called The Unknown, and it's sick. Listen to this. There's a little bit of Machine Head as well, but you know, this song rips, man. Dude, what if Metallica sounded like this? How cool would that be? Hello. That's it, baby. I just want to shine a little light on this because EVILE or EVILE is fucking excellent, okay? This new single rips, and are they releasing an album soon again? Unknown is out July 14th. Dude, I'm looking forward to it. Pre-listen maybe? Ola Englund, hello? Important person in metal industry. Maybe I can listen to the album before everyone else. I'm okay to wait too. Thank you so much for that. Okay. All right here. Okay. Okay, so. All right. More shit that I need to unbox. Hello. So my ongoing project where I unbox shit. There's just so much stuff and so little time now. What is this? All right, let's bring in a couple of things that I can unbox, okay? I want to try something out today. I'm not sure exactly what, so I'm gonna unbox and then I'm gonna decide what my eyes will think is exciting. All right, let's start with this then. Okay, the Kraken V1. So that's cool. I guess this is okay. This is the Kraken in a pedal format right there. Check it out. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yes, it was the 6505 PV module right there. Alright, what was this? Long Island. I know something else that's long. And it's not my penis. Yes! A couple of Sunday With Olas ago, I talked about this. I showed this. And I said, I want to try one out, man. And they shipped one to me. That was pretty fast. It's basically like one of those HM2 clones things, you know? But I actually thought it sounded pretty cool. Look at that. So maybe I'll try this one out. Okay. So something I bought, I have to bring the camera for this. I bought this from Tolman, actually. You know what this is? It's a big box full of an FR speaker. Oh, Ola, what is an FR speaker and what do you need that for? It's like a small active monitor. So it's a powered speaker that you would have towards your face, you know, or towards an audience if that's the case. Much like a small PA, you know, a PA system, except that it's also completely powered. And why I got an FR speaker is because I'm completely out of the loop when it comes to using gear in terms of FR response speakers. I mean, a lot of the Fractal guys have been using FR speakers for a long time. The Fractal Audio guys, you know, Axe-Fx and all that. So I figured I want to get in on this and let me try out like hooking up a quad cortex or the Tonex pedal into this thing and see how it sounds. Is it something I will enjoy? You know, I'm used to guitar speakers. This is a PA speaker, basically. And since it's not a guitar speaker, I'm not completely sure if I can mic it up or not, or how do I mic it up to make it sound good? All right, it's down here. Harley Benton, look at that. Let's do it. I hope that's not a secret guitar. Anyways, it looks like that. All right, I found it. Okay, let me hear. I'm ready. Ow! F me, that's loud. Okay, so it is loud. That's a good thing. That's actually not half bad. So the thing about an active speaker like this is that in the Tonex, you have a full tone basically, including the mic'd cabinet signal, you know, an impulse response. And with an active speaker like this, an FR speaker, you're supposed to use the whole IR impulse response in the Tonex. It's not a traditional guitar speaker, it's a PA speaker, okay? So it will be like you would hook up a complete guitar sound into a PA. It's just that you're going direct into a active speaker. Change to see if the sound is better from here. So this is the JJ capture that I did for my Tonex pedal video. Sounds pretty good actually. This is fun and all, but it's basically like playing in front of your computer with like studio monitors. Except that it's one really big monitor. The idea with this is, you know, if you're out live gigging, you would have your own monitor where you can basically, you know, have complete control over your own sound through a, you know, either like a mixing console or a mixing desk. I would personally not use a system like this. I would use an in-ear monitoring system when I'm playing live, because that's just, you know, it's just simpler in that way. But I can see like a troubadour kind of setup that this is pretty good. You can connect your music in here. Small little PA setup, I would say. So you don't have to go and, you know, get a full-on mixing console and a full PA system. You know, I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't really see a need for this anymore. I much rather actually just connect the Tonex into a real guitar power amplifier and have, you know, a real guitar speaker. That's generally the way I've been going at it live, is that I've always been using, like, you know, the preamp section is like a quad cortex or an Axe-Fx into a real power amplifier with tubes and a guitar speaker. And that's always felt the closest. That's like the best of both worlds, in my opinion, for live. You get the real feel of a real tube amplifier, while the preamp section is, you know, controllable in the sense that, you know, you can switch out different amplifier models and stuff like that in your quad cortex or your Axe-Fx. I mean, this sounds good. It's just not as exciting as a real, you know, tube amplifier. It's just, I mean, guitar is supposed to be dirty and nasty. This is almost too clinically clean. And obviously, you're not going to be able to hear exactly how it sounds because there's, you know, I can't really mic up an active speaker like this. Well, I guess I can. No. Let me just do this. Let's put the camera in front of the speaker, and you'll hear how it sounds. And what do I know? Maybe that will sound super amazing and awesome in the video. We'll just have to see. So yeah, man, that's pretty exciting. This Harley Benton active speaker, it was very inexpensive if you compare it to competitors. So I just want to get a feel of this FR thing. And I just feel right now, it's not for me, but I'm going to try it out more. I'm going to try it with my quad cortex and my tone and the quad cortex, my live tone, basically. So we'll see how that is. So there you go. A little bonus for you right there. A little FR solution right there. You have the Tonex going in to the Harley Benton active monitor right there. How about that? Hey. Alright guys, thank you so much. That has to be it for Sunday With Ola 138 for today. I have one last little thing. We have something new for the merch shop. We finally have hoodies. Look at this. We have a Chug Life hoodie looking like this. We have them available at olaenglundshop.com. It's good to have. It's summer's coming. You need to, put something black on you. They're limited, okay? So be sure to snag yours before they're gone. Who won the raffle? Check the premiere chat. Let's go. Who won? Huh? Was it me? No? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the premiere. Thank you so much for watching the Sunday With Ola 138, and I'll see you soon, okay? Thank you so much. Goodbye.